A startling new development has surfaced in the Jim Jones and Chrissy Lamon story, just when we thought we had seen the last twist. According to reports, Jim Jones may have wed basketball player Brooke Bailey in secret. Jim and Chrissy were one of the most iconic couples on reality TV for a long time, sharing their highs and lows on programs like Love Hip Hop. It looks like that chapter might be closed now. Sources claim that Jim has not only moved on, but has done so in a big way. He reportedly married Brooke Bailey in a covert ceremony. A photo of Jim and Brooke holding hands and wearing what looked to be wedding attire has surfaced. The picture of Brooke in a stunning white gown and Jim in a tuxedo has gone viral online, with some fans believing it is sufficient evidence of the surprise wedding. This news is extremely devastating for Chrissy, who recently ended her 15-year relationship with Jim. Fans who followed their journey together know how adept she was at preserving their relationship, and she has been candid about the emotional toll of their split. Although it's obvious that Chrissy had given her all to forging a future with Jim after everything they've been through, fans are shocked and saddened by his hasty marriage. But before we start this new chapter, let's go back in time and recall the beginnings, the highs and lows that shaped Jim and Chrissy into the legendary duo they were. Thus, the early years of Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin's relationship enthralled viewers. It was evident that Chrissy was committed to the partnership and made sacrifices to help Jim through his difficult times. Chrissy's affection for Jim was clear, and her candor about her difficulties with him resonated with her followers. She frequently expressed her displeasure with Jim's lack of dedication over the years, and one of the most memorable occasions was when she decided to take matters into her own hands. In a surprising turn of events, Chrissy asked Jim to marry her, defying expectations and taking a chance that many fans found admirable. One of the most talked about scenes on reality TV was the proposal moment. Jim was hesitant to fully commit, which lingered in the background of their relationship, despite Chris's bravery and her demonstration of her desire to make things work. Although they had happy times and appeared to be going through with it, their inability to understand marriage was a major source of friction between them. Chrissy gradually opened up about their relationship. She discussed her sacrifices in interviews and on social media, including her very personal admission that she had multiple forced abortions as a result of their relationship's problems. Fans had been following the love story for a long time, and this difficult confession gave it more substance. Chrissy had dedicated years of her life, her dreams, and her future to creating a life with Jim, and her dedication to him went beyond simply being his partner. Fans were shocked when Chrissy finally made the decision to let go and declared their relationship was over. Fans questioned whether either of them would ever be happy without the other, as it seemed like the end of an era. However, Brooke Bailey entered as the dust was beginning to settle. Soon after Jim and Chrissy split up, people began to notice that Brooke and Jim were hanging out together at different events. Since there are many celebrities interacting with one another in the entertainment industry, fans initially dismissed these sightings as merely informal get-togethers. But social media soon noticed how close Brooke and Jim appeared to be, and soon after, rumors of a potential romance between them began to circulate. Fans' initial skepticism started to wane as sightings of these two increased, and rumors that there might be more going on began to circulate. Then came the photo that made the internet go crazy, Brooke and Jim looking warm and comfortable in what looked like their entire wedding outfit. This picture, which showed Jim wearing a sharp tuxedo and a broken and white gown, took everyone by surprise. Almost instantly, the image went viral and fans couldn't stop discussing the possible meaning of it. It was sufficient evidence for some people to conclude that Jim and Brooke had secretly married. For longtime fans of the Jim-Chrissy saga, the idea of Jim taking this step with someone else felt real after years of commitment issues with Chrissy. Fans were curious about Chrissy's feelings as word of the purported wedding spread. Seeing Jim with a new partner, especially in the midst of wedding discussions, must be difficult for her after all the years of turbulence, loyalty, and perseverance. Chrissy has largely remained silent and hasn't responded to the recent photos of Jim and Brooke in a significant way. Fans are arguing over this silence, with many speculating that Chrissy is taking some time to process this shocking revelation in private. Her silence speaks volumes to some, as those who have followed her journey know she doesn't hesitate to speak her truth. Fans have, however, noted a few cryptic posts that might be her response to this circumstance. Many people questioned whether Chrissy was implying anything about this purported wedding when she posted a quote on social media recently about perseverance and finding strength after adversity. More rumors that Chrissy is using social media to communicate without saying anything directly were sparked by another post that featured a calm landscape and the caption, "Letting go of the past." After everything Chrissy put into her relationship with Jim, fans have interpreted these posts as indications that she may be concentrating on herself or seeking closure. It wouldn't be shocking if Chrissy decided to handle things privately for once, considering how well-liked their relationship has been. It is impossible to overlook Chrissy's emotional toll. It makes sense that hearing this news could be upsetting after spending years together and then having Jim move on so fast. After everything Chrissy has gone through to make their relationship work, many people are furious and believe Jim's decision to move on is a slap in the face. Chrissy may be attempting to deal with the heartbreak in her own way, though. What would happen to Jim and Brooke's future if they were indeed married? Being married to Jim Jones adds a whole new level of attention to Brooke Bailey, who is already well known from her time on Basketball Wives, as opposed to Chrissy Brookes, who must think about her own brand, which could be impacted by her well-known relationship. Given that his past is so strongly linked to Chrissy in the eyes of fans, Brooke might need to adjust to the intense scrutiny that comes with being involved with Jim if their relationship lasts. There will be difficulties in their relationship, particularly given the pressure of public opinion. Fans are already drawing comparisons between Brooke and Chrissy on social media, commenting on everything from her past on reality TV to her personality. Despite their apparent efforts to welcome this new chapter, Brooke and Jim will need to continue their relationship in the spotlight, where every action will be closely watched. As anticipated, social media is ablaze with opinions regarding Jim's well-known hesitancy to commit in the past, which begs the question of whether he is prepared to make things work with Brooke in the long run, or if this is merely a phase after his breakup with Chrissy. Let's examine what people have to say. Brooke Bailey is not as pretty as Chrissy, a fan wrote. Brooke is a cheater, especially with Carmelo Anthony, someone else wrote. The key question at this point is whether Chrissy will respond to these accusations, or if this chapter is permanently over. Fans can't stop wondering if Chrissy has a candid interview in mind to finally address the issue, even though she may decide to take the high road and keep quiet while concentrating on herself. It wouldn't be shocking if Chrissy chose to share her side of the story with fans, considering her lengthy history with Jim and her candor on reality TV. Conversely, Brooke, who is primarily known from her time on Basketball Wives, may experience significant changes as a result of this circumstance. She is now entering a completely different realm. Fans are curious about how Brooke will respond to the constant comparisons to Chrissy and the difficulties of dating someone as famous as Jim if she and Jim are together. So, is this the start of a brand new romance, or just the most recent development to keep us all talking? There is undoubtedly disagreement among fans, and the contradicting information has led to a lot of conjecture. Some speculate that this might be a publicity gimmick to maintain Jim and Brooke's prominence. Naturally, though, some people feel sorry for Chrissy and doubt Jim's dedication to Brooke. Given how outspoken both sides are online, it's obvious that fans care, and we're all left wondering if this is actually Jim's next chapter or just a camera trick. Now that we've heard the news and witnessed the reactions, it's your turn to share your thoughts on what actually transpired. If you think this is just another headline-grabbing story or true love, please let me know in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to ensure you don't miss any updates on other breaking news. We'll be following you closely to see where this story develops.